Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are tackling a topic that literally everyone deals with at some point. We're going to unpack how to save money without feeling deprived and really take back control of your budget daily. Budgeting usually gets a pretty bad rap, right? It feels restrictive, kind of like a strict diet for your wallet. But today, we're going to reframe that entirely.
So let me ask you this. Does just thinking about your budget completely drain your mental energy? Like, do you look at your bank account and instantly feel exhausted? Well, if you do, you are absolutely not alone. We're starting right here because struggling with money isn't a personal failure. Actually, it's a very real cognitive tax on your brain. There is actual science behind why financial stress makes us feel so incredibly drained, and we're going to break all of that down. Okay, here's our roadmap. We'll hit 1, the scarcity mindset trap, 2, the art of mindful spending, 3, the cash envelope system, and 4, finding joy without the price tag. Let's dive right in.
Starting off with Section 1, the scarcity mindset trap, and exactly why budgeting feels so hard. To really get this, we have to look at behavioral economics. It gives us this concept of scarcity. And listen, this isn't just a passing worry about a low bank balance. It's a heavy state that constantly absorbs us on a subconscious level. It's the psychological weight of feeling like you simply don't have enough to meet your needs. And that feeling literally alters everything about how you navigate your day. And that leads us straight into something called tunneling. Financial panic creates this extreme narrow vision. It causes us to fixate on immediate crises, like, say, a late bill, while totally neglecting our long-term goals. Think of it like looking through a paper towel tube. You only see what's directly in front of you. Because of tunneling, you might take out a high-interest loan just to fix today's problem, completely ignoring the massive long-term consequences right outside your view. Which brings us to your mental bandwidth. Scarcity literally takes a toll on this bandwidth. It means the mental energy you need for everyday life is hijacked by financial stress. If a huge chunk of your brain is constantly worrying about how to pay for groceries, well, you literally have less cognitive space to perform well at work, or be patient with your family, or make smart life decisions. Your bandwidth is just tapped out. So to fix this, we desperately need slack. Slack is essentially your breathing room. When you have no margin in your budget, when there's zero slack, a single unexpected expense, like a flat tire, instantly becomes an absolute emergency. And that leads to that exhausting juggling act of moving money around just to survive the week, keeping you firmly trapped in the scarcity cycle.
All right, Section 2, the art of mindful spending and shifting the narrative.
The good news? We don't have to stay stuck in that scarcity tunnel. Psychological research shows that practicing presence, truly being here now, lowers stress and can completely transform how we handle our money. When we're mindless, we spend out of habit or anxiety. But when we're mindful, we are fully present, making deliberate choices about where our resources are going right in this exact moment. Let's look at mindless card swiping versus mindful cash spending. The frictionless swipe of a card completely hides the reality of a purchase. When you quickly tap your phone or a piece of plastic, your brain just doesn't register the loss. But when you physically count out a $20 bill and hand it over to a cashier, you are mindfully engaged in that transaction. You actually feel it. And that brings us perfectly to Section 3, the cash envelope system, which is our tactical daily budgeting framework. This system is a total game changer. It forces you to decide exactly how much you're going to spend in your problem categories for the month. Take that physical cash out, put it in an envelope, and literally stop spending when it's empty. It takes this abstract idea of a digital budget and makes it intensely physical and real. The method requires just a few simple steps. First, you make a zero-based budget, meaning your income minus your expenses equals zero, so you're giving every single dollar a job. Then you pick your problem categories, stuff those envelopes with cash, and commit to only spending what you are holding in your hand. Now, don't worry, you don't have to carry cash for everything. Just target your specific budget busters. Things like groceries, restaurants, gas, maybe entertainment. Basically, if you know you have a weakness for impromptu drive-through runs, that category gets an envelope. I love this quote because it hits the nail on the head. There's something deep and psychological about seeing those dollar bills go bye-bye. There is a real tactical advantage here. Feeling the cash leave your hands builds serious financial discipline. You literally can't buy that last-minute item at the checkout line if the envelope is empty. The friction is the feature. It actually protects you from yourself. But here is the golden rule. Do not borrow between envelopes. Seriously, you have to resist the urge to pull from your gas money just to buy tacos. The system only works if you stick to it for the whole month. If you run out of grocery money early, well, you're raiding the pantry and eating leftovers. It sounds tough, I know, but that strict boundary is exactly what breaks bad money habits and stops the exhausting juggling act. And hey, if you have money left over, you celebrate by putting it toward a financial goal, like paying off debt. Finally, we've got Section 4, Joy Without the Price Tag, and Fighting Deprivation. Because look, just because the budget is tight, it doesn't mean we have to sacrifice all the things that bring us joy. Managing your money mindfully shouldn't feel like a punishment. Finding fulfilling activities that don't cost a fortune is absolutely essential for our well-being, especially during a cost of living crisis. Hobbies offer a sense of purpose without draining the bank account. Check out this breakdown. There are so many ways to shift toward an active, creative, or mindful lifestyle for free or incredibly cheap. You can get outside and go hiking. You can get creative and bake. You can hit the local library for unlimited reading or pull up free videos for yoga and meditation. None of these require swiping a card, yet they all actively build up your mental bandwidth. And there's even more. From taking nature photos with your smartphone to learning a brand new language online, the most rewarding pastimes often cost very little and give so much back. Even op shopping or thrifting is a fantastic way to hunt for treasures sustainably while sticking firmly to whatever small amount you've placed in your fun money envelope. So I want to leave you with this final thought. If you control your daily budget, could true abundance actually cost nothing? By mastering your mindset and managing your cash intentionally, a deeply fulfilling life is entirely within your reach. Avoiding deprivation isn't about spending more. It's about finding joy in the spaces in between. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go out there, grab some envelopes, and start taking your bandwidth back.